People are saying, much like the Kansas City Chiefs, Davis Maddock and Rich Rebar are back to pick games in Week 6. Reebs, give them the stat that you told me on Tuesday about the Kansas City Chiefs. Give me the success rate stat.
What was it?
I believe maybe this wasn't you. Maybe someone else told me this.
Was it me?
That the Kansas City Chiefs against the Jaguars were 100th percentile success rate in that game.
Oh no, it wasn't me.
Jaguars. All right. Well, I'm so used to crediting stats to you that I have now. I took that stat from someone else and then attributed it to you. But
I appreciate that because there was like some kind of holy war over like something I tweeted that someone used somewhere else, and I don't really care. And now I'm getting credit for someone else's work, so I like that.
I used that stat. I used the 14 to 48 guys stat, but I assume anyone who ever watches my videos knows that if I'm using a cool stat, it's from Reebs.
But that's not even a cool stat. It was just like, add it. Like anyone could just look at like Fantasy Pros ADP and be like, oh, that guy's hurt, that guy's hurt, that guy's hurt. I have so many better stats that don't get used.
It's true. This man is a literal wealth of information. Like no one does it better. Reebs, from a high level, how are you feeling about this week? I mean, I feel like we're kind of in the dregs with backup quarterbacks and international games, but there are some marquee games on this slate for sure.
I mean, we only get so many of these. A finite number of NFL weeks per season. It's our jobs. We appreciate each one in their own snowflake type way. But yeah, it's been a rough year for injuries. I think quality of play is bad. And it's not the fantasy injuries, right? Not just the fantasy injuries. There's injuries everywhere. Offensive line has been a mess. These defensive cluster injuries are a mess. Like it's like NFL teams are just down bad. Like we're deep in the depth chart for so many of these rosters. Like last night, dude, the Eagles were playing like 6 dudes on defense that had no business being on the field last night. And my son's like, how are they getting cooked? I'm like, dude, like these are like a Dory Jackson's out there. Like, what do you want them to do? Like Jalen Carter.
They're getting cooked because Jackson Dart is Walter fucking White, brother. I mean, let's go.
Cam Scattaboo, my son.
Your son, Jackson Dart, Reebs, my most drafted quarterback in fantasy football this year. That was my guy. Sometimes you have to visit the Oracle of Delphi and say, do you mind if a white boy gets a little bit of motion going? And the answer is certainly not. Dude, I think that was an enjoyable Thursday night football game.
The Jackson Dart going into the medical tent and Brian Daboll just being on like instant tilt, like talking to that individual neurologist, like, buddy, like we gotta get him.
We got to get him cleared, brother.
Like this dude's got to get back on the field, man. Russell Wilson coming in and throwing one pass into the turf. Like
it was classic. All right, boys, we are going to pick our 5 favorite games against the spread, descending from our least favorite to our most favorite against the spread. My number 1 last week, Jaden Daniels, baby, going into the Chargers. I've been pretty on it. You had the Texans? Yeah, we've been on it. My only number 1 of the year that lost was the Brock Purdy turf toe game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, which, a little bit of regret there. But all right, Reebs, what is your 5th favorite game against the spread, brother?
Oh, I guess I should have put these in order. I guess I just like threw some games down. Let's see.
We're already to that part of the season.
It's like, yeah. Well, you know what happened was this is like for some reason my kids don't have school today, and I slept in a little bit for the first time, like on a Friday, and I was like,
I love that, man.
But I'm like thrown off though, because usually I get my son on the bus and like we're fired up and we're working downhill like at 8 a.m. and it's like, oh yeah, I slept in a little bit, and now I'm like dicking around. But
we gotta get you some black coffee, brother.
I got the Celsius here, man. We're gonna
okay.
All right. Sorry, I do have these games. I do have 5 down, so I'm just gonna put them in random order. So I'm gonna take the Cowboys first.
Okay, this is my 3.
Okay, yeah, it's just this Panthers team is just one that I want to continue to back the well on, even though they did come back from 17 down to the Dolphins. If you want to know how Mike McDaniel's doing, that Miami defense up 17-0, and you blow a lead to Bryce Young. It ain't too hot, but
I actually feel bad for him. Maybe a hot take, but I actually like legitimately feel bad for Mike McDaniel. I don't.
Well, I feel like he's still doing a quality job in what his role is and like getting the offense playing like functionally. but the defense is so bad. He's going to walk right into a coordinator job, and I can't wait to see Mike McDaniel, his next stop without Tua, and then Tua without Mike McDaniel. I
Dude,
cannot wait to see like what this looks like.
can we get okay? Hear me out. Matt Nagy gets another head coaching try. Someone decides like the Chiefs make the AFC Conference Championship game again. Matt Nagy leaves. Mike McDaniel, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice.
Oh my god, dude. It'd be incredible.
Can you
But
imagine? I feel like that. I mean, not to make this a Chiefs program, and I apologize already,
this is just it is.
but like Matt Nagy is like verifiably terrible at his job. Like I think he's really, really bad. Like everything that comes out of the Chiefs offense comes from Pat and comes from Andy. So like just imagine him with Mike McDaniel. It'd be nuts. But I mean, the reason why I am on the Dallas Football and Cowboys here is I basically don't believe in anything that the Panthers are able to do offensively. They're 25th in the
Oh yeah,
NFL
they're
in
terrible.
yards per play. It really was kind of just like an all-time things happened in the right order at the right time for them to come back in that game against the Dolphins. Because Bryce, God love him, man, my fellow short king, but he really can't quarterback his way out of a wet paper bag. Like the touchdown they got, the Xavier Legette touchdown, it's like if they run that play where you have to force the precision catch from Xavier Legette where it's inside the defender and
It was a
he
good
has to
throw.
secure it was
It's
a
a good
good
one for
throw and it was a
Bryce.
good catch. But if you run that 10 times, how many times did they convert that play? Once, probably, right? Maybe twice. Like that is a high level precision play from those two dudes. So
But this
the
is
Cow
a
yeah, go ahead.
perfect matchup for the kind of the bad because the Dallas defense isn't good, but what they do is they just Matt Eberflus wants to play like a lot of shell coverage, a lot of zone. They're not aggressive. They actually have been getting pressure on the quarterback these past couple weeks, but like Bryce Young is not the type of quarterback that takes advantage of that. Just like Justin Fields isn't last week, and the Cowboys were able to get out to a huge lead. So even though if you might want to chase like a Tet McMillan, like a DFS or something, or like, but like there's just like no way like the way the Panthers run offense is like going to exploit the Cowboys are bad at defensively. So, and this is only 3.5 too, because it's a road game for the Cowboys, but Dak has been so good. The Cowboys offense in general has been really good. So I think they're gonna be able to score points. I think if Bryce Young and the Panthers score anything, it's like late stuff. So yeah, I like the Cowboys a lot here.
The Cowboys are like basically like a middling run defense. Like they have the same expected points allowed on defense as like the New York Jets in terms of run defense. But
they're also a bad run defense. It's just that the path of least resistance so far is their pass defense has been so bad. So we haven't really seen like the Jets started to show it, and then the Cowboys just got ahead, right? I do think Dowdle will have a good game. And hey, man, you were on it last week. I was like, I don't think I'm going to chase Dowdle. I don't think we need him this week. And man, I had some good lineups ruined because I didn't play Dowdle. Like I had some really good calls, but because the 4K running back that had 35 points was not part of my lineup, Papa won no money.
I didn't honestly like keeping it 100%. I like did not want to play Dowdle, but I just kept messing with the permutations, and the salary difference between him and Rashad White was enough on like every team I made that I was like, all right, like I guess we're going. And on FanDuel, Rico was even cheaper. Like
Yeah.
he was like actually free. Shout out to my boy Ben Weaver, literally keeping this channel, keeping the lights on around here. That's my guy. All right, that was my number 3. My number 5.
Also, can we
Yes.
talk about you talked about that Legette touchdown, dude? What are we doing with Tet McMillan? Like, what is the plan?
No, I
What is the
can't. I
plan?
can't.
They have listen to this. All right. The Carolina Panthers have thrown 27 red zone passes. How many do you think have gone to their 6'4" rookie wide receiver?
I'm gonna guess 3. 3
All
is
right,
my guess.
5, but like so 16%.
So like
They've
Jatavian Sanders has more probably.
they've thrown 11 passes into the end zone so far. How many do you think have gone to Tet McMillan?
0.
Two. But so
Okay.
like, dude, it's criminal activity. What is happening here?
It is. All right. My number 5, Reebs, is the Green Bay Packers, and it's obviously my 5 because it is a billion points. Looks like you can get it. You can get it at 14 most places. It's 14.5 on FanDuel. It's 14 on DraftKings. So and 14.5 with a little bit of plus money might even be a little bit better. This one really comes down to what do the Bengals coaching staff want to do? Because what they did in the last game was they said, we're going to try and at least put some points on the board when we're down 30. But 2 weeks ago, they gave up. They gave up against the Broncos. There was one drive in the fourth quarter that went run, punt. But the Packers, obviously, like I'm actually not thrown off the scent by that game against the Cowboys. I still think the Packers defense is phenomenal. The thing I'm actually curious about in this game, do they actually open it up a little bit with Jordan Love and just like try and get him some stats, or is it all just like ball control, Josh Jacobs, Emmanuel Wilson? Like I don't really know. I mean, I like the 14 points either way, but like for fantasy purposes and prop betting and stuff, like do we see like, oh, we're going to really try and get Matthew Golden his first touchdown, or, we want Jordan Love to get 300 passing yards. But I couldn't possibly be shorter on the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't really care about the trade for Joe Flacco. Like this is a team that is fully given up on this season.
Well, they don't think that. Imagine trading midseason for 40-year-old Joe Flacco. Like this is what's gonna fix everything. This will do it.
According to reports, did not call for Jameis Winston.
Well, that's you guys everyone's gotta stop the Jameis Winston thing.
No, first off, we can't and we won't, and we resent the implication that we would ever stop asking.
I appreciate that. It's like, but dude, like Jameis Winston, like has been such a bad quarterback for literally any time he's played football, and I know he's fun, but there's a reason teams don't want him to start or try to acquire him.
Look, you're not wrong, but I don't accept it. It's not like reality is subjective, and it's not a part of my reality. Okay, Reebs, what is what is your number 4?
You're good there. Also, Packers getting 2 starting offensive linemen back out of the bye. Zach Tom has only played 30 snaps this year. Aaron Banks coming back. They're gonna do a lot of good things offensively, I think, this week. My 4 is the Fighting Drake Mays, man.
This is my 2.
So last week I was like, man, because for fantasy, a lot of us were on Drake May. A lot of people were on Drake May. Like no one's taking credit for Drake May, but a big part of the reason was like their opening schedule was so soft. Like they're opening 4 games, and it was like, all right, we're going into Sunday night, Buffalo. Like how real is Drake May? How real can it be, right? And man, he passed all the tests. He looks so good. He looked so good on Sunday night. He now leads the NFL in completion rate on throws 10 or more yards downfield. Josh McDaniels, after week 1, has gotten kind of back in his bag. He's using a lot more play action, a lot more pre-snap motion, which Drake May has been absolutely awesome on. Saints also absolutely terrible defending those plays. They are 27th in pass defense against pre-snap motion. They also are 25th in defending passes 10 or more yards downfield. Also 27th against the play action pass. So it's like all these things line up. They're also giving up a handful of rushing points to quarterbacks. So it seems like a good Drake May spot. He's going to be super chalk this week in DFS because the Sunday night pricing, and it's a slate without Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, so I just really like this spot for the Patriots. Also, Patriots, the money they spent on defense, we also got to see that, come to fruition. I was like, all right, because their run defense particularly was good the opening month, but it's like, yeah, you guys haven't played anyone. So let's see how this money was spent and how it stacks up against, a hot James Cook and a good Buffalo run game. And man, they shut down James Cook on Sunday night. So the Saints really can't run the football that good anyways. They did run well on the Bills a couple weeks ago, but I just don't see how the Saints really kind of have another upset back-to-back weeks in this. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I do like the Patriots here.
I love the New England Patriots here. Drake May is up to 4th in the National Football League in EPA over an EPA CPOE composite. He has a better adjusted EPA per play than Dak, than Mayfield, than Mahomes. He is scrambling. He is accurate. I do wonder, curious your thoughts on this. Do you think Trevion Henderson is bad? The team is just hesitant to use rookies because that's kind of always what Mike Vrabel has done. Like, what's your assessment of the situation with Trevion Henderson and the Ramondre and the fumbling and everything?
I mean, I don't think he's particularly played great this opening month.
Well, he definitely hasn't played great. I mean,
Well,
that's
obviously.
inarguable. Yeah.
But the things he did struggle with, in his profile that I thought why we'd have a larger timeshare than maybe some assumed. And, granted, the upside was always here and it still is present, by the way, too. We still could have a run out where he has a stretch of the season where he is electric and it all comes together. Remember the opening month of Jahmyr Gibbs' rookie season wasn't particularly good either.
No, actively bad. That's why I'm like a lot of people are bailing off of the Trevion Henderson experience, of which I am not one, because I think we should have all learned our lesson. I mean, Rico Dowdle is actually a really good analog.
Now he had no business going in the third round at the end of the summer, so.
Well, I mean, the kickoff return touchdown was pretty sweet, brother. It was pretty good. The Antonio Gibson injury actually is massive for him unless they are serious about using Terrell Jennings, which Doug Keed reported Terrell Jennings is, quote, going to have a game day role. My personal worry on Trevion Henderson is very low. I'm starting Trevion Henderson in multiple FFPC main events, including one where we did take him in the third round ahead of Kyron Williams, which is about as blind of a seal as you could possibly get. But I do think probably the interpretation from the Patriots coaching staff is he just hasn't been very good. So they don't it isn't oh, this guy's been so good, we have to get him the ball style of play. But this one is really just about Drake May is ascending. I think he is pretty eventually we are going to get to the spot where Drake May is so good that the openers for these road games against bad teams is going to be 6 points. It's going to be okay, you're just a 6-point road favorite against.
And we had that a couple weeks ago when they played the Panthers. They were, it was at home, granted, but and they completely whopped them. It was it wasn't even close. But Henderson coming out of school, his profile was he was really bad at inside runs, and he was really bad when he was forced to make dudes miss at the line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what happened. He's been awful on inside runs the opening month of the season. Coming out of college, when he was hit at or behind the line of scrimmage, he failed. He was 24th in this draft class in terms of yardage gained on those runs. That's why he was such a good marriage with Judkins, what Judkins was good at. And I was oh, this is a perfect fit for Ramondre. Him and Ramondre are this is a perfect tandem backfield. This is all the things Ramondre's bad at, Henderson's good at. But the bummer is that we haven't seen Henderson use this what we thought we would get is the passing game stuff. We're not getting any of him in space as a pass catcher. And we thought we were going to have that. That's his calling card. That was his one spade that we thought he was going to have in the offense. Because for the last 2 years, they were throwing all these dump offs to Ramondre, and he was terrible with them. It was the Leonard Fournette corollary where it's he's catching a lot of passes, sure, because the degree of difficulty for running back to catch a pass is low, but they're not helping the offense at all. I thought Henderson would get more run, whereas design stuff that was actually functionally helping the offense, and we haven't seen any of that to open up the year.
No, we haven't, and I think that we probably will. So I'm pretty bullish there. I just I think I'm buying on the Patriots. I think the Patriots can make the playoffs. I think Drake May is maybe even ahead of schedule in terms of his development. So yeah, the New England Patriots, and I actually I think Kellen Moore is doing a pretty good job. I think he's coaxing some good performances.
No, I think so too.
Out of Mr. Rattler. This isn't really about hating on Kellen Moore. And shout out to my boy Rattler, by the way. Just never quit, man. Believe in yourself. Keep going. My Oklahoma boys, I'm always there for them.
Kellen Moore understands the assignment. They're losing games. They did win one last week, so it's but they've been competitive in basically every game but one so far, the Seattle game. So I'll have a high draft pick. He showed that he still could coax out some get guys to punch above maybe their talent level a little bit. So proof of concept. I think he's understanding the assignment fully.
Well, I tell you what, the Philadelphia Eagles do sure seem like they miss the presence of fancy.
Also for DFS this week, Man, dude, Rashid Shaheed is such a better play than Chris Olave, and Chris
Oh,
Olave is
yes,
going to
he is.
triple the ownership.
Yeah. Oh,
Especially
yeah, he is.
if Gonzo doesn't play again. But I mean, Shaheed against man coverage, 36% target rate compared to 12.5% against zone. Like, this is the spot again. They just faced a man heavy team in the Giants going against another man heavy team in the Patriots.
Yeah. Jacob had a good stat on thinking about DFS yesterday. It was the Patriots are the worst defense in the NFL in I don't remember the denominator. I don't remember if it was EPA or
Well,
whatever,
they're
but on
31st in rate of 20-yard plays they
that was
allow.
it. There you go.
And
That was it.
and it's really didn't change. Like with Christian Gonzalez coming back, it just stayed the same.
Yeah.
And he might
All
play.
right.
He'll
So
sack
that was
yesterday.
my 3, or that was my 2. So we've done my 3 and 2. So we only have my 4 and my 1 remaining. Reebs, I have a sickening sick. This is maybe the grossest pick I've made in the history of this program. I'm taking the Las Vegas Raiders 3.5 points, 4 points, 4.5 points, wherever you can get it at. Looks like it's better at Novig. I'm good with it at 4.5. The Las Vegas Raiders at home to the Tennessee Titans. This is actually the sort of game that I think the Raiders should, like, pretty no drama be able to take care of, because what is Chip Kelly's desired dropbacks for Geno Smith in this game? Like
7.
12? Yeah, 7. Something like this is going to be Ashton Genty and Raheem Mostert combined for 33 rushes for 207 yards. Genty rips off one long touchdown at some point, and it's just all Cam Ward having to do way too much. Io Manor not able to get open. Gunnar Helm, probably drops a touchdown at some point. Like, it's not even. I am way more bullish on Cam Ward than the stat guys. Like, all the stat nerds are like, this is Josh Rosen. This is the worst quarterback we've ever seen. I totally don't think that. I actually think that Cam Ward, just like watching him play, I'm like, there's a lot more there. His numbers are horrible. I mean, there's no metric case to defend Cam Ward at this point. He is dead last in the NFL in everything. EPA per play, adjusted EPA per play, CPOE, like, it's all bad for Cam Ward. But I'm just not putting it all on him. And maybe
The
that would be,
infrastructure there is terrible. It's
yeah.
a disaster.
There was whoever they played in week 3. I it's the season so long, I've literally already forgotten. Said, like, we came out to warm up and we saw them warming up and we were like, these dudes don't even want to be at work today. Like, the Titans just, like, they don't even want to be here, bro. They are not excited to play football right now. So yeah, it's obviously
Well,
hesitant
Brian Callahan looks like
to be on the Raiders.
It looks like he's cooking to be the first guy fired, maybe if it's not McDaniel by default. But man,
Yeah, it's really bad.
We lost that Survivor on the Titans last week. But
Dude,
I was
yes,
even
we
mad
did.
because it was such an epic fail. I was like, oh, I can't be mad at this. Like,
well, I actually have some very good news on that front, which is that our friends over at Splash Sports saw the result of that game, and they've hooked us up with a second chance Survivor, $25 to enter over on Splash Sports, 1,100 entries for whoever wants to pile in. So we have 25K up top. So we do still have, I still have one entry left in the original one, but I will run back the giveaway here for this next one, for the second chance Survivor. It doesn't start until next week, but we will
try to fill some stuff? Yeah.
Yes.
But I was dude, they scored a touchdown on an interception they threw. Like, I was like, this is just amazing. Like, Kyler had that, like, ball, like, hit him in the face. They had a block punt. There was, like, a whole bunch of crazy stuff going out of that game. I was like, I can't be mad at this. Like, this is amazing.
I mean, the Amari DiMercado fumble
Yes.
combined.
Oh yeah. Jeez, how did I leave that on the table?
Combined with the interception to Tyler Lockett fumble recovery is this kind of I just can't imagine.
Like, if
Like,
you picked the Rams in Survivor last week, like, you're mad because, like, they no-showed against the team playing a bunch of bad, like,
correct.
but, like, when you lose that game where the Cardinals, like, last day, you're just like, "Well, that was just an impressive
Yeah,
loss."
you lose that Cardinals game and you're like, "You know what? Honestly, that is just on me in general for like getting the universal karma of the Cardinals." By the way, Justin, when Nez pops on, I promise you we will cook. We will cook this pick 'em. You've got my word there. All right,
Oh, he had
Reeves.
Shaheed in there too? Yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
come on.
man.
He knows.
Wow.
He knows. He knows about the Sheedster. So I only have one pick remaining. So now this is your program.
Are
We
you,
need your three and your
are
two.
in that game, are you, jamming JT? It's a great
Oh yeah.
running back slate. This is also our first week they finally tightened up pricing. God, man, pricing was like you could literally just every week log in, play Puka, one of Jonathan Taylor or CMC every week. This is the first week where like it finally got tightened up.
Yes, it is a little bit tightened up, but not for us because we know that Shaheed is going to rip off we think 4 for 93 in a touchdown. Do we think he gets the 100-yard
We
bonus?
need the
Like we
bonus. Can we get us the bonus, Rashid?
Yeah, I mean, he recorded the fastest game speed of any player in the National Football League on his 87-yard touchdown last week. Some guys are just built different, and people are saying that Rashid Shaheed is actually the Charizard of Jameson Williams's. They're saying he's actually better. I don't know who's saying it, but I did hear it out there in
Yeah,
the
what is his
streets.
EV evolution?
What's the so the it'd be like
Jolt.
Tutu Atwell is the Charmander, JMO is the Charmeleon, and Rashid Shaheed is the Charizard. That's what they're saying, bro. That's what they're saying out there. All right, Reeves, what is
I love
your
it.
three?
My three is only because you probably have this one, but only because out of respect to Dan Campbell, this is where I have the Chiefs.
Yeah, I've got the Kansas City Chiefs one.
Yeah, I figured to it, but out of respect to Dan Campbell, because the Lions are one of these teams that like they play to win. I never like betting against Dan Campbell, because he coaches to win games. Like he coaches optimally. But this one is only one. It's shorter than a field goal. It's basically a Chiefs win. The Lions just the amount of injuries they have defensively,
Terry and
and
Arnold out for the year now.
well, they're down three cornerbacks. They also had lost a cornerback in the preseason, so they're down their what was projected to be their three starting cornerbacks. We don't know if Kirby Joseph's going to miss. I shouldn't say he's for sure out, but he hasn't practiced yet Wednesday, Thursday. So we'll see if he practices Friday. So like they could just be down so bad in the secondary. Brian Branch looks like he's going to play, but he's also banged up. It's just the secondary so beat up against a Chiefs team that's like finding their way offensively. Like they started to look good. I feel like they're ready to take off, and we're 1 week away, brother. We almost made it. Rashee Rice is coming back next week. We're almost there, like for full liftoff. The Chiefs defense is a little scary though. Like they haven't played great these
No,
opening.
dude, let me take you deep into the mind of look, we're 27 minutes into the show. We can do a couple minutes on the Kansas City Chiefs. It is psychologically better for Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid to not be able to rely on their defense. It is psychologically better for them to be able to approach the game and to approach a given series or to approach a given third down or whatever, knowing that the defense is not going to bail them out, knowing that I think you really saw it from them last year, just knowing that the defense was so good, knowing that Spags was going to have you there. It allowed them to be way too conservative. Now, my hope is that the offensive coaching staff really learned a lesson from the punt in the first quarter against the Jaguars. It was 4th and 2 from the Jaguars 46. They punt. They end up losing that game. I really hope that a lesson was learned from that you have now. Andy Reid's been at this a long time, quite a long time, and has not always learned his lesson. Although the Chiefs have been aggressive on fourth downs, like more than the Eagles Andy Reid team was. But I'm curious. I'm actually very curious your thoughts on this. My watching that Jaguars game on Monday Night Football, I was like, I actually like did not care that they lost. Like a lot of times the Chiefs lose and I'm just like, this fucking sucks. Like whatever.
Well, it's the anti-Chief season. They're losing they're 0-3
They're
and
losing the close
yeah.
games. And like, come on, over a long enough timeline, Mahomes is not losing close games. Like it's just not the way it
Well,
goes.
no.
I just felt watching that game, just like watching Pat deliver some of these throws. I'm like, dude, they are just back. Like they are just fully back as an offensive team. They are Mahomes' ADOT is way up. He was the lowest average depth of target in the NFL last year. Let me actually run the filter for the entire year because I bet he's close to like he's got to be almost top 5 in ADOT now.
He is his highest deep target rate since 2018. Like that, and they said all offseason they were going to do this.
Well, they said
Like,
all
this was
offseason they were
planned.
going to do it last year. So Mahomes right now is 7th in average depth of target. That's higher than Jaden Daniels. That's higher than Mayfield. That's higher than Dart. That's higher than Love. Last year, he was literally dead last amongst all qualified quarterbacks. He had or not worse, depending on how you view it. He had a lower average depth of target than Gardner Minshew did last season. And I'm also curious your thoughts on this on the running game. So they have this interesting thing with the running game where they know that Hunt and Pacheco stink, so they're going to lead the NFL in PROE like basically every single week. But it does seem like they are teetering on the brink of going with Brashard Smith. They had the design plays for him. He almost scored a touchdown last week.
Oh, buddy, Kareem Hunt is never not Kareem hunting.
Well, the touchdowns don't matter. I more mean like it's 2nd and 8 and Isaiah Pacheco gets the rush. Like I feel like they are going to start giving some of that stuff to Brashard Smith because they know they need the juice.
Well, we hit early. We had the his receiving yards over on Monday
Oh, yeah,
night.
we did.
Yeah. That was a generational wealth
I
opportunity.
laddered Reebs. I laddered him up to 29.5 and he got it. He got
Yeah.
32. Yeah. It was literally all-time stuff from that game. So
Well, listen, Kareem Hunt is definitely going to keep Kareem hunting though.
Look, the Chiefs have always operated this way, giving short yardage touchdowns to running backs who are not very good. I mean, it was part of the thesis.
Well, not
Why I
even
was
touched running backs to all the Jamokes.
all the Jamokes, yeah, literally every Jamoke. It's a full program of Jamokes, but yeah, I Reebs. Last year I was very down on the Kansas City Chiefs. We started this season. I didn't even take them against the Ravens at home.
Oh no, the first 3 weeks you were so sad. It was sad to come on and talk to you about the Chiefs.
I'm all the way back. I wish that Worthy did not have this ankle injury because he looked pretty bad against the Jaguars on Monday night, and he did not practice on Thursday. But look, if they need to rest Worthy week, they can rest. I don't like them as much if Worthy is not able to play, obviously, because he's a huge part of what they do. Rashee Rice is back in 10 days. Things are going good here, man.
Yeah. So I mean, I do like, but I still respect the Lions. It looks like Taylor Decker is going to play. It looks like he's on track to play, so I'll get him back. But yeah, I'm never comfortable betting against Dan Campbell. But this is like just at the spread. It's a Chiefs win, basically.
Yeah. All right, so we're done. I'm done. I'm out of games, man. We picked.
I figured that was your one.
Yeah, we picked all my games. So now we need your 2, and now we need your 1.
Yeah, I got the Rams too. Just one more week that we have until like the Ravens. Well, they're on bye next week, but one more week until they get like some of their guys back. There it looks like they're going to get Kyle Hamilton and Marlon Humphrey back, but structurally, like defensively, this is still just like a mismatch for them to even be able to slow down what the Rams do offensively, especially in the run game. I love Kyron Williams this week in DFS too a lot. I think a lot of people are going to do the Stafford doubles and stuff, which aren't cheap to play this week, but the Stafford spike weeks have only come in games they've been pushed. I don't know how much they get pushed today or on Sunday, but Kyron Williams 3rd in the rate in the NFL this season in man gap runs. You want to hear a wild stat? Like I thought this was like made. I was like checking my filters and like making sure this was right on man gap runs against running backs this year. The Baltimore Ravens are allowing 8 yards per carry. Like basically a passing play. It's like basically a passing play and 4 touchdowns and not a small sample. This is over 40 running back runs so far through 5 weeks. They're basically allowing a YPA on the run. And like they're getting some guys back in Humphrey and Hamilton, but they're not getting Matabuke back ever. They're not getting Roquan Smith back. So I think it's just going to be a McVay special here. They get up with the pass a little bit, and it's just Kyren and then some Blake Corum putting them away. Really like some Blake Corum low leverage props too this week too. But I just don't see either how they score, like with Cooper Rush and then Tyler Huntley coming in against this Rams pass rush. It's a huge spread and it's past the key number, which I don't love.
But 7.5 does not feel like enough based on what we've seen from the Cooper
Rush
Baltimore Ravens.
They just got dog walked by Nick Caley, like a team that we had no faith in, a team that the week prior was up 6-0 on the Tennessee Titans going into the fourth quarter.
Yes, correct.
And they did whatever they wanted against the Ravens.
CJ Stroud had a 30 fantasy point game. Yeah, it is going to be really rainy. I don't know. It's
Kyren, baby. That's more of the Kyren.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe that just adds a little variance, right? They could, if it is like rain. But I really love Kyren this week in DFS.
Yeah. Yeah, Kyren, and then he is not going to be particularly owned either.
No, because I still think people are going to play this slate early in the season where they still want to force one of CMC Jonathan Taylor. Which I don't have a problem with. Like, those guys are great plays. Don't get me wrong. Like, and then people still want to get Puka too, right? Like, so, but you can't get those. It's harder to build around those guys this week. So it might be more of a week where you get these mid-rangey running backs like the Kyrens, the Jainties, Javonte Williams, Josh Jacobs, right? And not just the premier top dollar guy.
Yeah, 100%. All right, Reebs, what is your number one, brother?
My number one is the Broncos.
Broncos.
This one isn't a key number. Like, it's still under 7, right? Like a lot of places you can get it 6.5. I think a lot of places still.
Yes.
Buddy, Aaron Glenn is clown shoes. Like, this dude is he's running an unserious operation right now. The Jets have 0 takeaways right now. They're the first team. They're the first team since I checked back to since 1930s that are 0-5 without a takeaway. They have 5 sacks. They have 3 sacks this season defensively. Like, this is an unserious operation defensively. And Justin Fields against the Broncos. Justin Fields these last 2 weeks against the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys has played the worst football through 3 quarters of both of those games than like any quarterback could possibly play. And they're like the 2 of the softest matchups you could have. He's got all garbage time run out. We don't give those away in fantasy football, but that ain't happening against the Denver Broncos, buddy. Like, this is just like a supreme mismatch in terms of what the Jets could possibly do offensively against this Denver Broncos defense. And the Jets put up no resistance in forcing any takeaways or creating any splash plays defensively, which is the Bo Nix special. Bo Nix will bust drive his way to 20 fantasy points and like 30 real points. Like, that's his game. This is what Bo Nix has been built on.
Bo Nix is an all-time front runner. You do not want this guy down 10 points in the fourth quarter. When you want Bo Nix for prop betting, for fantasy football, for wagering against the spread, is up a touchdown, driving in the third quarter. This guy is going to absolutely showboat and get his numbers in that spot. I don't know what it is. I couldn't say what it is particularly about his game that lends himself to that. The only reason this one is not on my list is I retain a level of fear of Justin Fields in garbage time. Like, almost no quarterback transitions his play from first halves to second halves in more than Justin Fields. Like, you get Justin Fields against a little bit of soft coverage in the second half, and like out of nowhere, this dude is running for 62-yard touchdowns. Like, you and I have a high stakes team on the FFPC where we are deciding between Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields. Lawrence is going to be like kind of a chalky DFS play this week. He's playing better. He's running a little bit. And we're probably going to start Fields just because the dude is going to get garbage time. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, it's a close call, but like, yeah, for seal, where it's also all play in Maine too, so it's like kind of ceiling matters more than floor this week, which probably steers you to Fields and you just live with the run out, the volatility. But I hate this matchup for them, this offense altogether. Everyone, Garrett Wilson, he's been sucking out too, like every week with a
Oh
fourth quarter
yeah.
touchdown. Like, it's rough, man. I mean, did Dallas they looked awful against the Cowboys, like for three
Yes,
quarters.
they did. Yes, they did. Also, Garrick pointing out that Bo Nix literally had a come from behind victory against the Philadelphia Eagles last week.
It's true.
To which I would say, there is like something is rotten in Philadelphia. There is a larger systemic issue
Oh, dude,
for
last night, oh
the
my
Philadelphia
god.
Eagles right now. I can't say that is strictly about Mr. Bo Nicholas
And for the first month,
at all.
people were like, "Oh, it's fine. They're winning games. They're winning games." I'm like, "This isn't sustainable. Like, you cannot win NFL football games this way." And here we are 2 weeks later.
No, and
Whatever.
and and to some degree, it feels like they kind of hurt us a little bit. Like they went crazy PROE and against the Broncos. It didn't work,
Well,
but
it did work for 3 quarters.
it did work for 3 quarters. Yeah, I don't know. I
When
I'm
he
now
missed that when he missed that ball to AJ Brown last week, the Broncos game, like, 'cause they would have put him up, I think 24-0, right? They would have been up 24-0. Like, that would have been game time. And he missed the one last night, that 90-yarder to Devontae Smith. You don't have to make a perfect throw on that. Like, remember the ball that Mahomes had to Tyquan on Monday night, where it was like
yes,
kind of like a punt, right? Because when you have a guy that open, you just need to get it in the area until you can make the completion. You don't have to make a perfect throw. And Hurts 2 weeks in a row tried to make the perfect throw on a guy where it's like, dude, just get it in the air to where like the dude could just get under it. And you got 2 walk-in touchdowns. So yeah,
yeah.
he's missed 2 huge throws.
I
Uh,
I'm I'm unwilling. I'm unwilling to join the parade over Jalen Hurts' funeral. I've
no,
seen
because he's a winner, man. Like they do.
he's a dude. He's a fucking winner, and I don't care how like ESPN, Stephen A, whatever that is. Like Jalen Hurts has been buried. How many times in like the 9 years of his collegiate and NFL career has Jalen Hurts been buried? So some guys just find a way. Some guys are built different. I hear it all, and like obviously, like I root for Jalen Hurts because he went to Oklahoma, and
But
like
he owns it too. Like Jalen Hurts also isn't one of these guys. Like he's not one of these guys like you like feel great rooting against too. Cause like he owns it stuff. Like I think he understands like his strengths and weaknesses. He owns stuff. It's just yeah. I mean yeah, and he was the best player in the field in the Super Bowl they lost 2 years ago, or
yes,
3 years
yes,
ago to
he
the
was. He
Chiefs.
was
Like
awesome.
yeah, I mean I refuse to believe he's a bad player.
He's not a bad
He has
player.
faults, but like he's
Everyone has flaws.
yeah.
Everyone has flaws. That's just the way
Do
she
they
goes,
trade?
man.
Here's the real question. Do they trade any of these guys? They probably don't, right? Because they're just like, because they're playing for a Super Bowl. Like, do they trade AJ Brown?
No, if anything, much like the dynasty league that you and I are in, they would maybe try and buy some years by trading AJ Brown away, but they're not trading AJ Brown away for like a third round pick.
No,
It would be
they're not
insane.
dumping. Yeah.
They're not dumping. I mean, it might get to the point where AJ Brown is like, this fucking sucks, and I don't want to play this style of football anymore. And you need to trade me. Like then I think they would, but I don't know, man. I feel like also to some degree these guys need to have a. Although AJ Brown did literally make a post 2 days after the Super Bowl that was like, winning sucks. I actually don't care about winning at all. I would rather just have 200 yards receiving. I mean, you want to know one of the bigger issues. Saquon just looks cooked, dude. He looks terrible.
Well, no, they're. I
And
thought
their offensive line.
Saquon looked fine. I mean, they opened the game with 2 basically 15-yard runs, but both of their guards are awful. Well, Dickerson didn't play.
Yeah.
But both of their guards were just getting pushed into the backfield like 3 yards, like almost
There
every.
there was a run in the third quarter. It was like before a punt, and it was like, okay, if we get a score here, this is definitely a game. And Saquon found the space, got to the second level, and then just got tackled by the safety. And I was like, dude, I don't know. 25-year-old Barkley just houses that, or 25-year-old Barkley gets another 15 yards on that play. Now, Saquon doesn't look horrible. He is averaging like literally like 3.1 yards per carry or whatever, though. Like it's not great.
Do you want some Eagles stats here?
Yes, I do.
So Eagles right now, because they finished their sixth game. This is the Eagles' second half right now. They're dead last in points per drive. They are touchdowns per drive 23rd. They are, in terms of 3 and outs, 30th in the second half of games, and they're dead last in yards per drive in the second half. Like an absolute travesty. Like in the second half of games.
It doesn't seem good. Also, I mean, it could really just be like a Matt Nagy situation. Like Kevin Patullo might just stay.
And that's the other element with Hurts too. Is literally Hurts. I think going back to college, I think isn't he on 9 straight different coordinators?
He's never ran offensive coordinators back-to-back years. Never.
Yeah. And he's a guy that you would want to be comfortable. Like
if that situation was happening to someone that people liked and that people were always on their side, it would be brought up all the time. But no one likes the only people that like Jalen Hurts are me and Eagles fans. Even
I like Jalen Hurts.
Even Sooners fans, honestly, are not always in his corner because he was a transfer.
I like Jalen Hurts, but he's part of the brand.
Yeah, I agree. Saquon Barkley, by the way, 37th in the NFL in league leader in carries and 37th in the NFL in yards per carry. All right, Reebs, let's get a showdown, or not showdown. Let's get a DFS pick'em entry built over here on Underdog, and we can send you on your way, man.
Yeah. How do we do? We had to do all right last week.
We missed by 1.
God damn.
We were 7 out of 8. So in many such cases, dude, if we just go the other way, I believe it was Amari DiMercado receiving yards that did us in on our 7 out of 8. Yeah, you do hate to see it, but yeah, man,
we had some hot ones though. We had some hot picks.
Yes, we did. Who do you want to look up first?
I want Justin Herbert rushing yards.
Justin Herbert rushing yards. I'm happy to take this one. 19.5 yards. I mean, I assume he's beat this in almost every game.
Everyone, but he's at 24 or more in 4 or 5 games. Dolphins, 4th highest blitz rate in the NFL. He's 3rd in scramble yards against the blitz. So yeah, I've hit this one. This has got ruined a little bit. I got to bet this at 14.5. So
we'll take it. You know what? I wasn't even on this one until talking through that game with you, but I'm going to take J.K. Dobbins to score a rushing or receiving touchdown if we just think the Denver Broncos are going to be playing downhill for the entire game, which 0 takeaways through 5 games is crazy.
Yeah, and 3 sacks. Like, what are you doing defensively?
Yeah, like what actually are you doing? What is the purpose of what we're doing here? Like what is actually happening? All right, what do you want to
I mean, like I said, that's the perfect Bonix layout. A team that doesn't create turnovers or sack the quarterback. Cool. Like
he's gonna smash. Yeah, he's all over it. All right, so we've got Justin Herbert rushing yards, J.K. Dobbins a rushing or receiving touchdown. Where do you want to go next?
What do we want to take here? Do we want to do a Shaheed? Do you want to do a Shaheed like longest catch?
Yes, I do. Rashid Shaheed, longest reception is at 19.5 yards. Should we slide it? 24.5?
Okay, we can do that.
Let's do, I mean, come on. What is the difference for Rashid Shaheed? What is the difference between a 19 and a 24 yarder? I mean, come on. This dude, he's Rashid Shaheed. We're taking 24.5 for longest reception there on Shaheed. Do we want to take anything with Trevion Henderson? Do you have an angle that you like here? Do you like receptions, receiving yards, anything like that? Do you want to take our boy Ramondre? Do you want to take our boy Ramondre?
Anytime Ramondre touchdown?
Anytime, we need it. Let me tell you, Reebs and I have a co-managed fantasy football team that could absolutely use a Ramondre Stevenson rushing or receiving touchdown. So we will take that. And there we go. We've got 4 in there. What are we doing next?
I would like a Tucker Kraft prop.
Okay. All right. I like these angles. I like the I like the good teams. I like
Oh yeah, give
Ooh,
me the. Let's do. You want to do those yards? Does he have like a fantasy points one?
9.25 fantasy points. I'd love it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's do fantasy. Let's do those fantasy points.
Let's do, you know what? I like that a bit. Now, I wonder, do you have a thought on Bryce Young passing yards? Because I'm going to, 221. Dallas defense giving up 7.6 net adjusted yards per attempt. They're favored here on the road. Do you like these passing yards for Bryce
No,
Young?
because here's
Okay,
why.
hit me.
We gotta be close to this dude getting benched.
Yeah, okay. That, you know what? You're making some good points, and I'm taking them into
I thought
consideration.
those first 2 turnovers he had against the Dolphins last week, I was like, because I ran some anti-Dowdle stuff like on the pat because I ran some Bryce
Yeah,
Young
yeah.
like Tommy Tremble shit to try
Mhm.
to get leverage on Dowdle. And those first 2 drives, because the first fumble he just dropped the ball, like was just like moving out of the pocket and just like dropped the ball, like it hit his leg or whatever. And then he threw a terrible interception on an overthrow in the middle of the field. I'm like, oh man, this might be it. Like we might finally be getting the red rifle. Because I wonder
Yes.
if the Bengals called to bring Dalton back in the Carolina, like Dave Canales is like, I might have to play this dude. Like I can't get rid of him.
Yeah. No, you're
So I don't
dead
want to take any
correct.
Bryce Young. I'm not even going back to the well this week in the anti-Dottle leverage, even though he's going to probably be the most popular pick again in DFS because I just don't know if Bryce Young's going to make it through a game, man.
Yeah.
And the
That's
Cowboys have been
reasonable.
getting pressure on the quarterback, so I'm scared. I'm scared.
All right. Can I interest
Give
you
me
in a
another one.
Quinshawn Judkins 1.04x multiplier rushing or receiving touchdown?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Joku has probably some great props in that game too.
Njoku does, his touchdown multiplier is very high. 2.72x, 3.5 receptions, 32.5 receiving yards. So all reasonable
But I
stuff.
don't want to double dip on Browns, guys.
No, we don't. All right. So that is 6 picks. Reebs, give me one more.
What do we got? Do we have one
Anything you
more fun
want,
one?
brother.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another fun one we could do.
Anything Gibbs longest rush?
Well, we did.
Classic.
We brought up Kyron. Do we want to do anything on Kyron?
Oh, yes, we do. Yeah, let's take Kyron Williams. Kyron Williams touchdown. Point. We got the Shaheed slider. So this will bring
How
us
about
back.
this?
Yes.
What about 2 Kyron Williams touchdowns?
I wonder what the multiplier is there. Kyron Williams to score 2 touchdowns is a 2.08x multiplier that gets us to 170x, which is a strong multiplier. I don't know if you know this, but that means
I love it because like we always just do all overs on this because it's just fun. Like
yes, correct. Nez and I will be adults, and we will take.
Yeah,
We will take
you
lowers.
guys will be respectful. You and I kind of let we try to hang some dong with
I
these
mean, dude,
ones.
we literally we were a 10-yard Amari DiMercato reception last week from hitting a 100xer. So it's not as if we're not seeing the ball. I'll tell you one thing I'm doing a lot differently this year versus years before, or I guess just adjusting to what the NFL is giving us. Like yards are down so much in the NFL everywhere. Yeah, like yards, every team is gaining less yards. They're throwing for fewer yards, they're running for less yards. There are multiple reasons for that, but a big reason why is the kick returns. Teams just
And the
have
penalties
these
and the
much
penalties.
and the penalties.
Like
Yeah.
teams are getting yards that don't count as offensive yards.
Yes. Yes, they are. There was
Do you do
nothing.
rankings for your site? Like, do you do
Yes.
like weekly rankings? Dude,
Mhm.
have you ranking receivers this year has been absolutely hilarious. Like these last
Ranking,
3.
ranking. I put a lot of thought into ranking like my top 30 receivers, and then I'm just like, I don't fucking know. What do you want me to do? What do you realistically? What do you want me to do with Juwan
I
Jennings?
respect you saying
Really?
30. I respect you saying 30. I get to like 7 and I'm like, oh, these are all like this is just like
Yes. Like I do rankings and I think about them. Like it's not a
yeah, so do I. But it's just
it's a
like, oh
thing I
my
take
God.
seriously. But I'm just like at wide receiver. I'm just like, I don't know, man. I hope you guys drafted Puka. I hope you have JSN. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah. Hope you JSN. Hope you got a Buka. Yeah.
That's actually a good one. I like Brian Thomas Jr. quite a bit this week. Can I interest you
So
in
do I.
four and a
What
half
could go wrong?
receptions?
What could go wrong?
4.5 receptions on Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, I mean, no Brenton Strange. We'll see who's up for Seattle. Mike McDonald seemed pretty non-optimistic that they would get any of those guys back for practice Friday. So we'll see. But if they're down, I had also a fun stat in the worksheet. Let me see if I pull it up real fast. Everyone's favorite part, like looking something up, right? But there was a fun stat with those guys off the field last week where they were playing because Reek Woolen had a concussion during the game. And with Nehemiah Pritchett and Josh Jobe was the dude that came in, I believe, was the other tight end. Buccaneers wide receivers, they caught 7 of 8 targets for 158 yards and 2 touchdowns with those two guys as the primary cornerbacks on the field.
That doesn't seem good. Also, Job is just a really funny name. Like, what are we doing?
It might be Jobe. I might be getting that wrong. I don't know. I suck at pronouncing names.
It's definitely Job.
I suck at pronouncing names. So
yeah. All right, there we go. The link is in the YouTube chat. The link is in the description, and I'm actually going to reuse this, and I'm also going to do it as a flex. Because I mean, come on. You gotta do the 8-legger as a flex. All right,
a lot of running back tuds in there.
Well, so that is just like a structural thing because scoring is actually up in the NFL from last year because of the penalties, because of all that, but yards is down by like a significant amount. So just in general, if I like a spot for a player, I'm taking the touchdown or the fantasy points instead of the yards, just like in general. And I'm also doing a lot of touchdowns for guys I like to, instead of the yards. So that's just some high level analytical thinking from your boy. Tell the people about the show with Hilo, and we'll send you on your way, bud.
Yeah, I'll be on with Hilo today at noon doing Searching for Ceiling, which I'm looking forward to. It should be a good one because this is like the first DFS slate that feels like a real DFS slate of the season and not one of these just like we don't have these freebie running backs and the pricing isn't all soft. I'm excited to see what happens. I had someone in my Sunday stream come in and or like ask me about cash lineups, and I was like, there's no reason to play cash like fantasy football, like the way it is right now. But this week might be actually a week where it's okay to play some cash lineups because it just won't be everyone running 90% of the optimal.
I'm still playing cash, brother.
I know we talk about this in the thread. It's like, but like there's been like it's really cash for the opening 5 weeks has literally been 2v2. It's like been an NBA. It's like NBA cash. It's been 2v2 and 3v3.
Yes. Yeah.
This week might not be. This week I think it's gonna have some variance in lineup building.
I hope so. I hope that you were right about that. All right, man. We will let you adjourn, and I'll bring in Nez. Everyone.
Yeah. Good luck, everyone.
Go watch the show with Hilo and Reebs, and I'll talk to you soon, brother. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, there we go, folks. Welcoming into the stage one Mr. Nezthaniel from the Badge Bros. This stream actually is just going to straight redirect to the Badge Bros YouTube channel, so make sure to sub to the Badge Bros if you have not done so yet. Nez, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. I'm a little sleepy. Nello was a little restless last night, but I am looking forward to this slate, to building pick'ems with you, and I'm starting to find the angles, as the day goes on here, and I'm excited to hit those in these pick'ems. How are you feeling about the slate?
I feel great about this slate, actually.
Oh wow.
I think I feel pretty locked in, and I love it, man. I think we're cooking. I like a lot of lowers, which is always a good spot to be in. Although I'm literally steaming mad that Dallas Goedert had 5 receptions in the first quarter yesterday. Like to not even be able to sweat my Daniel Bellinger receiving yard prop because Dallas Goedert turns into Julian Edelman. I was like, How many times do you play this game where Dallas Goedert has 5 receptions in the first quarter? I couldn't believe it. And also that stupid shuffle play. With the Dallas Goedert shuffle, enough already. Enough already.
Why is he the guy? Why is he the recipient of this play? Don't you know that AJ Brown is about to like walk off the facility? He's about to just quit on your team. Saquon Barkley doesn't care about football anymore. But you run that for Dallas Goedert? Is he the one? Is he the one quietly protesting in the locker room? I'm just. It's so bizarre, so bizarre. Dude, I just, I don't know, man. I kind of enjoy watching Hurts not do well, and that's really because like I was not early, but like pretty early on in Hurts' career. I was like, oh, this guy's not good at quarterback. And then he like turned in like one of the best fantasy seasons ever. And I'm like, man, I look dumb. But now he's back to not being that good of a quarterback. So, but yeah, I don't root too hard. I got family in the Eagles, so.
I don't. I'm unwilling. I'm unwilling to accept the Jalen Hurts slander, but that's okay. That's okay. Everyone.
Well, he beat your guys, so you kind of you have to pay dues there. You owe him respect. He beat your team, even though he made one good throw and that's it. But yeah, he beat your team.
It's true. All right. Where do you want to begin? Do you want to do touchdowns? Do you want to do the Hateful Eight? Where do you want to start?
Let's start with some touchdowns. Let's start things off like nice and rosy and positive here, and put together some crazy entries here. What do you think?
Okay, yeah. Let's just go. Let's just rip it. Little 8-leg action. Where do you want to begin?
All right, I'm taking the free square here. Rico Dowdle to score a touchdown.
It's literally, look, this is not financial advice, but last week it was David Montgomery anytime touchdown. This week it is Rico Dowdle anytime touchdown.
Yeah, and what makes this a free square is, in terms of like the menu of options for us, this was definitely like the chalkiest pick for us to select in this segment. The fact that we're not getting docked on this multiplier is fantastic. So yeah, Rico Dowdle, 1x to score a touchdown is beautiful.
Yes, it is. All right, for me, I am going to. Okay, I've not looked at this yet. What do you think Derrick Henry's rushing yards are?
I'm gonna say 65.5.
65.5. It's 71.5. We're going lower. I'm big dog. I'm sorry, bro.
Okay.
I am.
So this is just like best 8. This is just like the best plays here.
Yes, we are. We are. This is like pretend you're playing a cash game in the DFS Pick'em entry streets right now.
Sure. All right, best plays. Got it.
We're gonna do our best.
So this is going to kind of go a little bit off of the chalk, but we're going Travis Hunter, higher receiving yards.
I love it, dude. Your mind is in the right place.
This is like the Seahawks are like my team this year in terms of like DFS slates. When they're on the DFS slate, like I'm just very excited about it. And I think this is gonna be a really good game. And the Seahawks just so strong against the run, really banged up secondary right now. And I don't think that Travis Hunter will have to play as many snaps defensively in this spot. I don't think.
The Seahawks play so much 12. No, you're right, because the Seahawks play so much 12 personnel that they will not have a nickel corner out there or 4 corners out there near as often. It'll be extra big packages.
That's my assumption. So I just think we're going to get more snaps for Travis Hunter here and against a pretty soft secondary. And Hunter can get this after the catch. I mean, just give this dude the ball, please.
I mean, he could get it. He could get it on one reception as he did last week. Easy game. All right. So that one obviously is quite strong. I am going to go to the Arizona-Indianapolis game, and I am going to take 10.15 fantasy points for our dude, Tyler Warren. It's pure cope if you're still ranking McBride ahead of Tyler Warren in a given slate. Like if you're projecting it that way, if in the BRs, if you're taking McBride instead of Warren, if you're playing McBride instead of Warren on redacted, you're coping, bro. You're coping. Come on. It's nothing has ever been so clear.
Dude, I know. Warren is just the absolute goddamn man. And I'm typically big on the lower on fantasy points in the lobbies, but this one I think objectively needs to be higher. So yeah, I like this one. This is definitely one of those rare instances where I think fantasy points is too low for Tyler Warren.
What's the why do you like the lowers on fantasy points just in general?
They're like the biggest like kept secret that lower on fantasy points is just like a print fest, because for like most of these guys, like it's a bet against them like not scoring a touchdown. And yeah, like for this next pick, like Tony Pollard lower, it's basically a bet that he doesn't score a touchdown, because like is Tony Pollard putting up 100 scrimmage yards?
No, come on. Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. And actually, let's do this is a sneaky correlation that I don't think we will get penalized for. But let's take higher than do you like rushing yard or rushing attempts higher for G&T? 18 and a half is a lot of rushing attempts, but I could be sold either way on G&T.
No, let's do rush attempts. They're kind of trending towards this run right now, and I'm of the opinion, hot take, that the Titans are hot ass. So I think they're going to be able to run quite a bit.
I love it.
Not a good football team.
No. All right, that is 6. Give me.
All right.
Give me your.
What am I missing here? We got Rico,
Henry, Hunter,
Henry.
Tyler Warren, Tony Pollard, and Ashton G&T 18 and a half rushing attempts.
Okay.
You could honestly, you could just take Tyler Warren Tud. I got no issue just taking Tyler Warren Tud instead of the fantasy points, but
all right, let's go. We're gonna go do another rush attempts. It's gonna be higher on Kyren Williams. Here.
Yeah, this is very good.
Big favorites. Weather kind of trending in his favor. Cooper Rush is playing quarterback on the other side. They are getting. I mean, this is sort of like a boost for Kyren. I think Kyle Hamilton should be back for Baltimore this week. So not that like that's going to really dictate what they do offensively, but definitely a little more. Maybe you can give like a one rush attempt boost to Kyren, knowing that they have Kyle Hamilton back there. But yeah, this should be a smash spot for the Rams.
All right, now we can take the layup with the Josh Jacobs touchdown, or we could do something a little bit more extreme, and we could do 1.5 passing touchdowns for Jordan Love. That's a slightly better multiplier. Do you have any thoughts there?
So, okay, Jordan Love, and my options once again are
Jordan Love 0.81x 1.5 passing touchdowns, or 0.7x multiplier for a Josh Jacobs touchdown. I mean, both are like gonna happen. Like, let's just be so for serious about it. But
put Jacobs in and see what happens.
It should take us to like an 80x multiplier, I think, if my math is right. No, 67x. Jordan Love passing touchdown 78x. I wonder. Hold on. Can we just do Matthew Golden receiving yards? Matthew Golden receiving yards takes us to 96.
I'm cool with that. I'm really high on Golden.
All right, there we go. $6 on this will return you $579 in good American site credits. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. That is in the chat, and that is in the description of the YouTube video. Let's do touchdowns. And do you want to run back Rico in this one?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
The Rico 1X is just incredible. You just don't really see this a lot for a guy that is getting 18 rush attempts in this game here. And like, obviously, like no Chuba is expected. Dallas isn't a good defense. I don't expect this 1X to last much longer. Not financial advice. I don't know anything, but this to me is just kind of shocking.
Can I get Kyren? Do they have Kyren rush TD, no receiving is 0.5x or even money. So minus 112.
Yeah, I kind of love that.
Yeah.
That's a fun way to get some money back.
Kyron just a rushing touchdown. There we go. All right, so we've got Rico, we've got Kyron. Where do you want to go next for a touchdown?
I'm going to go with another 1X of a very, very fun player, Devon Achane.
Oh yeah, that feels crazy light.
Dude, I don't get it. Like this just feels like good process. Like you should be playing Devon Achane even multiplier to score a touchdown every week if it's there.
That is, dude. That's what they call a process play. You know, sometimes you don't get there, but that is a process play. All right. I don't know what the number is, but I just want to look. I'm Hassan Haskins curious. I'm not taking this number. No chance am I taking 1.12. If this was like 1.67x, I could be tempted, but that frankly is a smidgen absurd. I'd like to take Ramondre Stevenson 1.04x. God love Trevion Henderson, but they are going to persist with the Ramondre. Are you in or out? Do you like this or no?
Yeah. I'm very in on Ramondre. He's kind of been like my break glass running back in dog bowls, where if I'm like really lacking a running back, I just go Ramondre without Gibbs. Seems like a very fun play.
Okay. All right. So there we go. We've got 4. Who do you want to look at next?
I was looking at Rachaad White, but I don't know. 8.89x. I don't feel like uber confident in.
I do not either. Yeah, I think that is a bit rich. He should be your classic even money guy there.
I think so too.
I mean, we could take the JT layup. Jacob, who is a huge Colts fan, is telling me that he thinks organizationally they really want Jonathan Taylor to win Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Wait, what?
Sorry.
OPY.
Offense. Yeah, OPOY.
Yeah. We deserve some chalk here. We've been good boys up until this point. Let's throw on JT.
All right. I'll go back and I'll give us a non-chalk one, relatively speaking. I'm going to take Ja'Cory Krosky. What? Dude, Bill's touchdown multiplier is 0.89x. It's over, dude.
Bill season, baby.
The slappies won, bro. The slap, like, that's crazy. I mean, first off, shout out to me for drafting 16% of Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt in best ball this year.
That's so alpha. God
damn. But not shout out to everyone realizing that the Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt had reached that level. Well, let's just take Genty at 0.85x then.
Okay. Bill is a smash still because Chicago's defense is just a joke.
Let's just do it. Let's just take Bill, bro.
I was kind of upset that you went off.
I was expecting to see 1.1x on like true, swear to God. That's really what I was expecting. 0.89x in week 6. This dude wasn't even playing college football last year because the NCAA thought that his teammate who wore the same number at him at New Mexico State was him. One of the craziest stories. All right. We are at a 35xer right now.
Oh,
you land.
I gotta bring us,
brother.
I gotta bring us home. All right. I don't think. Talk me out of this, but I really just want to do Jalen Warren touchdown because I think the Steelers are going to kick ass against the.
I mean, the
Browns.
you have better insight than I do into the potential dissemination of touches between him and Mr. Gainwell. I'm inclined to think Warren is still in control, but I've heard it both ways.
I think it's still Warren season, man. He's earned it by being there for so long. We kind of saw him take control of that role. Like they knew who Gainwell was. It's not like all of a sudden because Gainwell had a good game against the Vikings. I don't think that it's going to be, Gainwell overtakes Jalen Warren. They've seen these guys play a ton, and they gave Warren like a lion's share of touches. And in Pittsburgh against the Browns, I understand the Browns do have a solid defense, but they just traveled overseas. Steelers coming off a bye week at home. Jalen Warren scoring a touchdown, man.
I love it, man. I think that I'm leaning towards using. I have 2 survivor teams left in the whole world, and I'm leaning towards using the Steelers. on them this week.
I think it's correct. I really think the Steelers defense got off on a really, really bad start, obviously. And I think they're getting like way better as the season goes along. Like they're going to be annoying moving forward for opposing teams. I feel obviously so much bias involved with that, but I'm not normally this confident about the Steelers. I'm not going to lie.
All right, there we go. We got a big one here. We have Rico Dowdle, Kyron Williams, Devin Achane, Ramondre Stevenson, Jonathan Taylor, Ashton Genty, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, and Jalen Warren to record touchdowns. David, I regret to inform you. I regret to inform you that Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt has more fantasy points than Derrick Henry, brother. So take the Bill hate. Maybe do that in the Fantasy Pros YouTube channel or something, bro.
Is there anybody? Let me just one more quick Bill segment. Is there a better smile in the league than Bill Krosky-Merritt?
It's dude. You see his face on a thumbnail, and you're like, that guy he radiates joy, bro. You're just happy. You're happy for him.
Yes.
You're overjoyed.
Yes.
To see Bill
like
succeed.
He's my own son. I'm just like I love seeing you happy. It's great.
Yes. Now I would be remiss if I did not mention this. We have 218 people watching right now. I'm 10 subscribers away from 10,000. We could get to 10. I assume there's got to be 10 people watching this who are not subscribed right now. And David probably just left. So David probably just unsubbed after that. But if we could juice these numbers up, that'd be great. Cause I'm gonna fucking dunk on this one guy on X, the Everything app, the second that it gets to 10,000. So if we could do that today, that would be phenomenal. All right, man. We started out. We did our cash game. We did our. This is probably like a dog bowl analog. 22X was the winner in the dog bowl last week, by the way.
I thought I was good at gauging like what's going to win. I don't know. That was unbelievable.
Chris threw us all off the scent with the 129Xer that hit in one quarter. My guess is that'll be the only winner that is over 100 for the whole season. I would honestly guess we'll do an analysis. We'll come back at the end and it'll be like most of the winners were between 15 and 30.
I think you're right. Like 100X is so hard to hit. Like
100X is very hard to hit. 100X is yeah. Okay. Let's do the hateful hate, man. Who would you like to hate on right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna double dip, but Tony Pollard lower fantasy points to me is such a great play. It's already hard to run on the Raiders. Go ahead.
Can I interest you in swapping it for rushing yards?
You know what? We can do that. We can play a different stat.
All I would say is I would hate to be hitting this when he has 37 scrimmage yards, 5 receptions for 0 yards, and gets a bailout 1-yard touchdown. I'm just doing a lot of
okay.
I just in general, I'm doing the yard stuff. Reebs was just talking about it. Like teams are just like starting drives on the 47-yard line.
Sure.
Like because of the combination of the kickoff returns and the penalties. All right, let's do that there. It actually doesn't bring me any joy to do this. Can I interest you in lower than fucking 79.5 rushing yards for Quinshon Judkins? I mean, that's just a lot of yards for Quinshon Judkins.
I didn't want to have to be the one to play this, but absolutely, we can play this. The Steelers are just not as bad of a rush defense as people think. In fact, they're like one of the best in rush defense right now. So yeah, I can absolutely get behind this. They're second in the league in rush EPA allowed per play. Yeah,
I mean the like, and I like Judkins in BRs and stuff this week. Like I'm not saying, but I just from a like zooming out 1,000 feet high perspective, this is a lot of rushing yards for a team that is flying home from Europe, no bye week, against a team that's rested. Like it's just I don't know. Just and it's their road team. I don't know. It just
I'm
feels
all the way with you, man. I'm fully
yeah,
aligned with you on
it
this.
just feels like a lot. I've got another good hater here. I'd like to take lower than 62.5 receiving yards on Trey McBride, operating under the assumption that Jacoby Brissett is going to start this game. Maybe that's hating too far. I'm open to not including this one. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I do prefer fantasy points here. The one thing that is
I'm hip.
Okay.
Oh,
The one
he
thing that's
he does.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, 12.15 fantasy points. It's just like, will Jacoby Brissett actually make him a better fantasy player? I think it's like a coin flip of that being true or not. But I'm gonna lean on the lower side here. The Colts, you can beat them through the air, but just like a sneaky strong defense all around right now.
I think Jacoby Brissett will probably make Marvin Harrison Jr. a better fantasy football asset, but I don't think that it will. I think it'll probably be negative for Trey McBride, or negative to neutral for Trey McBride. Probably.
Okay.
I like that one. I want to go to the Los Angeles Chargers against the Miami Dolphins. I'm just curious what the fantasy points are for Ladd, Keenan, and QJ.
It's like the same for all three.
It's like the same for all of them. Can I interest you in lower fantasy points for Keenan Allen?
Yeah, it goes against my core beliefs of Keenan Allen.
I'll take lower. You know what? I'll just say this. I'll take the lower for any three you choose.
QJ.
Okay. Because which I think is totally fine. My opinion would be is like it's kind of unrealistic for all three of these dudes to have 10.5 is their meet. Like, they got to be the only team in football that have three pass catchers projected for 10 or more points every week.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how evenly spread out it is, but I think that it could shift pretty dramatically here. And I could see this being, we were trying to get ahead of the Ladd game last week, and it kind of was a Ladd game last week, but I really think it's a Ladd game this week against Miami here.
Well, all right. Well, that's kind of dangerous for me to know, as I still have 110 BRs left to draft. So
the Miami secondary is just so bad that like it is a little bit of a risk even taking QJ, but I think it could just concentrate and like it just profiles as a Ladd game, man. Ladd's so good.
Yeah, he is good. All right, man. That is 4 for the Hateful 8. We are at a nice steady 10x multiplier. You can go in any direction you want.
Are you ready to absolutely hate this?
Yes.
Lower rushing yards for Christian McCaffrey?
No, dude, that's really like I'm with that because he can still completely crush. Man, higher 6.5 receptions. That might be an all-timer. I mean, he's Hassan Haskins on the ground, and he's the JSN as a wide receiver.
His receiving numbers are just God, he's such an amazing player. But against the Bucs, man. I mean, granted, he's had a lot of really tough ground matchups like so far. The Bucs are obviously like not an easier one by any stretch. So yeah, I'm gonna go lower here.
Wow, Ben Weaver is literally keeping the lights on around here, dude. He's feeding my family, and I appreciate him greatly.
This should go toward your sub numbers. It's a shame that it doesn't.
It should, dude. We're 6 away. We're 6 away. No, we do have to cook this one for Justin next. CMC over rec yards, Baker over passing yards, Shaheed yards. All right, yeah. So we're cooking that one next. All right, we've got 5. The Buffalo Bills are traveling to play at the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to take Keon Coleman lower than 8.05 fantasy points. I mean, just enough already. Keon Coleman. It's just enough already, bro. I'm sick of pretending that this guy's good. He's not any good at all. I guess he did get a touchdown last week, so
be careful. Liam's gonna throw you in a thread if he hears you say this.
Dude, Liam could have found so much. Like, is there any more ammo of me just verbally berating a player than Dalton Kincaid, and he chose to highlight like maybe the one tweet where I got a Bills situation right for the entirety of the 2024 season.
And also, like, he was bad up until this season. Nobody was saying.
First off, I fully support Liam doing this because I promise you, like, if Xavier Worthy is on the BBM winning team, I'm going back and highlighting everyone who said, like, this guy sucks. This guy can't beat press coverage. But so I fully support that. I fully support the victory tour, but I don't support Keon Coleman. I can't and I won't support Keon Coleman.
Okay, that's fine. All right, what do you think? I want to do a lower on Dontavian Wicks.
Oh,
not fun.
I mean, I'll allow it, but why are you picking on my boy?
Because, like, is it a Wicks game? They're gonna win by a million points.
It's just one of their games. Like, I don't know which one it is, but like Jordan Love could have. I just was writing this over on the DFS write up for the Patreon. Like, if Matt LaFleur decides he wants this to be a Jordan Love confidence game, like, he could just go for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns here.
I agree, but like, man, I think.
Look, I'll tell you what. This is what we'll do. We're gonna up it, and we're gonna do lower than 3.5 receptions.
All right, that's a fair concession.
That one he can be in the winning BR lineup and also hit this.
I like that.
He can literally do both.
Okay.
All right. I want to go to Alvin Kamara, who has a bank. Oh my God! Look what they did to my boy. They murdered him.
Dude, it's so over.
It's so over. Let's do lower combo yards. 62.5 combo yards.
Yeah, that's absurdly rich.
Dude, he's dead. Like, it's like the Alvin Kamara you knew and loved, bro. This is like Alvin Kamara is Emmitt Smith in an Arizona Cardinals jersey, but like right now on the New Orleans Saints.
You want to know how you really know it's over? Is when, like, normies in my home leagues are like, what can I like how can I get Kendre Miller from you? Like, oh, it's really over. Like why are you guys asking for Kendre Miller? You shouldn't know that Kendre Miller's on the up, but that's how you know it's that obvious.
Yes. Yeah, it's frankly absurd. Sad. And they don't have anything posted for Taysom yet. But when they do, rest assured, I'll be there. Okay. That gives us 8. There we go. We are in. The Hateful 8 is, and I'm going to do, because we actually nailed this. It's the perfect multiplier. $12 to win $1,008. The link to that is in the YouTube chat, and the link to that is in the YouTube description. And now we need to slide, brother.
Oh, we're gonna slide. I'd like to start. I've been like dying to play this. Is Josh Jacobs 2 touchdowns? It's not even that great. Like, it's not even that high of a multiplier. But like, I just want to play it because it just feels like it should be
1.39x for 2 touchdowns is like, why are the buildings in Las Vegas so tall?
Because and I'm about to take him down.
All right, and let's go. I just want to know what the multiplier is for JCM to have 100 rushing yards.
Too cheap.
Oh, 2.35x. They would love to get Mr. Merritt a 100-yard rushing game against the Chicago Bears on national television.
He's gonna do this in like 2 attempts.
Yes. Yeah. I wondered your thoughts on sliding Shaheed in any direction.
I just took 2 Saints pass catchers in a dog bowl without your boy Rattler.
Without Rattler?
Even without Rattler. Yeah. So yeah, I love it.
All right, you tell me, how high do you want this number to go?
I think 80 is good.
Bang. All right, let's do one more so we can get above 100. Any direction you want.
Any direction I want. I want to go I want to make this one count here.
Yes, because these are free. Like the pressure is really on because Josh Jacobs will be scoring 2 touchdowns.
Mhm.
JCM will run for like dude. Imagine the sweat. You've got a 150 Xer with 3 dots and every Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt rush. You're like, come on, man, just break one.
I think I want to do JSN.
God, it's free. Speaking of free.
So what do you think is better for JSN here? Either 10 receptions is 2.8x. That's massive.
Yeah.
120 yards is 2.4x.
I mean, I just feel like in general, the yards are, once you get to the extremes, the yards are easier because they don't require the game to go a certain way. Like JSN could just have a 47-yard reception and a 53-yard reception on deep balls. When you get to the crazy reception numbers, you need like, oh, the teams are using their timeouts correctly. Kenneth Walker got out of bounds when maybe he shouldn't have gotten out. Like you start to need extra things to happen.
So if you go to 100, I think that gets us over that 100x.
It does. Okay, let's go JSN. JSN just gets a nice little cozy 100-yard receive. We're at, yeah, you know what? 95 is okay. 95 is allowed. We'll do $10, $11 on that one. Bada bing, bada boom. I mean, Josh Jacobs could actually get the touchdown record. All right, there we go. Now we got it. Now we got to build Justin's. What a fucking guy, Justin Schuster.
Dude, that's
Congrats
amazing.
on 10K. Clappy with, all right, let's go. He wants Troy Franklin. What do you like on Mr. Franklin? Anything you want.
Did you do the first one that he asked for?
We're gonna combine them. We're gonna combine them.
Let's go. Troy Franklin. I think receiving yards are a touchdown.
Let's do receiving yards. Then we need to go Shaheed. I mean, that's free. Let's go Shaheed. Let's do Shaheed receptions or receiving yards.
I feel like receiving yards just because he's just such an efficient guy.
I mean, he can literally get it on one play.
It just feels better.
All right, Worthy. I'll give you the easiest Worthy play of your life every week. Oh, they don't have it this week. They were giving us 0.5 rushing attempts on Worthy, which I frankly would have sold my spleen for. Let's just do 7.5 rushing yards. I mean, come on, like she gets the end around for light work.
I'm
now
like clinging by a thread to know that yesterday was just scheduled rest. Like, please, for the love of God,
dude, if we get this report in an hour and a half that he's still not practicing, I'm putting myself in a sanatorium. Like I can't do it. JMO, 1 target, 1 rush last week. It's getting early. It's getting late early for the JMO drafters.
Oh, dude, I feel sick to my stomach about having all this Jameson Williams, but yeah, we got to play it here. We definitely got to play it here, right? This is a JMO game. They're dogs at a 52-point total. If JMO's not getting home here, like it was just not meant to be.
It's true. It's true. Like if you gave JMO $80 million and you can't get him involved in this game, then literally what's the point, dude?
Dude, 1 rush yard is really, really like
I was thinking
really
reception. You know what? Let's just do it. One rushing yard. You can see it. You can see it in your mind's eye.
You can
exactly how it happened.
The smooth running, going faster than it should be for that smooth. Yeah, that's money.
All right, and he also wants CMC over rec yards, which I mean,
that's the play.
I've just never seen anything more likely in my life. Baker Mayfield over passing yards. This is actually that game. I assume you share my proclivities with that game, which is that it's a very sneaky shootout.
I know. I wish Godwin was going to play, but it doesn't matter because Baker's such a dog. He could be playing with you and I out wide, and he's going to find his way to 250 passing yards.
Yep. All right, there we go. So we have Troy Franklin receiving yards, Shaheed receiving yards, Worthy 7.5 rushing yards, J-Mo 0.5 rushing yards, Christian McCaffrey 48.5 receiving yards, Baker Mayfield 240.5. Gonna toss 5 on that, and then I'm also going to do this with J-Mo receiving yards. I'm gonna play it both ways so that I'm always coming out on top.
I love that.
That's what is important. So we're going to remove J-Mo rushing yards, and we are going to add in J-Mo 42.5 receiving yards, and then we are going to run that back. Bada bing, bada boom. Boys, sadly, I can't stay on until we get to 10,000 because I have to go do the 4for4 program. But that's okay. We're gonna get there. It's gonna happen. K Bosch is coming in. He's 0 for his last 74 in pick'ems. So he likes Hunter over 35.5 rec yards, Love over 19.5 completions, Genty under 18.5 rushing attempts. Yeah, that frankly I hate. Actually the Hunter one is good, but other than that, you're
Fade
not
City,
directionally
man.
accurate. All right, Neselton, what are the fellas doing on Off and On the Clock today?
You're not going to believe this. We're going to break down the main slate for Battle Royales and Dog Bowls. We're going to build pick'ems like crazy. And if you haven't signed up for DFS Masterclass, we are going to do a giveaway. I am supposed to figure out how that giveaway is going to work, and I haven't figured that out yet. But we are giving away a Masterclass sub. So I think that's extremely valuable. I really like what we've done in that course. We have people who have taken the course and given us credit for winning $50,000. We didn't ask for it,
$50,000,
but they're giving us it. It's happened multiple times. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a free access to the course, we're going to give one away on the show today. Davis, have fun with the 4for4 show. That's an elite program. And I appreciate you having me on as always.
That's true. Everyone, you will be automatically redirected to that stream, so make sure to set a reminder to watch Off and On the Clock with Nez, John, and Pete later in the day. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Ben for basically being the reason that the lights are kept on in my household, and also a big shout out to my boy Justin Schuster. We've got your pick'em cooked for you. I will be back. I'll do the 4for4 show, and then I'll be back with all you guys for Swolies only at 2 p.m. Central Time this afternoon. Later, everyone. See you soon.